我已到达黄岩岛附近海域，请通报单位情况。报告，发现不明空中目标向黄岩岛接近，方位动，高度3000米。对空组织各兵力协同查证。制空编队已进入任务空域，正在巡逻待战。
In late January 2026, the Southern Theater Command of the People's Liberation Army deployed naval and air forces to conduct combat readiness patrols over China's territorial waters, airspace, and surrounding maritime areas. Today marks my 8th combat readiness patrol mission over Scarborough Shoal. Scarborough Shoal is part of our territory, and we will continue to safeguard these waters and patrol this sky. An H-6K bomber and the J-11 fighters, the original text mentions J-7. It just is needed based on context formed a formation, flying toward the airspace over Scarborough Shoal and conducting a southeast-bound patrol. The Type 055 guided missile destroyer and Type 05 for a guided missile frigate cut through the waves, demonstrating firm resolve in defending national sovereignty. Air Force fighters and naval vessels from the Southern Theater Command patrolled around the island, showcasing integrated air-sea deployment and multi-domain coordination to more effectively safeguard territorial sovereignty and maritime rights. First, Air Force fighters and naval warships equipped with long-range air-to-sea strike missiles operated jointly, demonstrating both determination and capability in defending territorial sovereignty and forming a strong strategic deterrent. Second, this integrated air-sea, multi-domain deployment significantly enhances battlefield awareness, rapid response, and strike capabilities, enabling more effective handling of maritime crises or armed confrontations triggered by provocations from foreign ships or aircraft. Within the patrol formation, the Type 05 for a frigate plays an indispensable role as a deep blue light cavalry. The ship is equipped with a new generation vertical launch system featuring a large missile capacity, rapid reaction time, and 360-degree launch capability. It can launch surface-to-air missiles, anti-submarine missiles, and other types of munitions from the same system, making it China's first frigate to adopt such a configuration. At the very front of the bow deck is a multi-barrel launcher, primarily used to fire anti-submarine depth charges and essential weapon for submarine hunting missions. It can also launch smoke grenades and anti-frogman munitions, giving it the versatility of a compact all-rounder. In a recent live combat exercise, the Navy's Type 05 for a missile frigate Hong demonstrated strong, multi-dimensional offensive and defensive capabilities.
发现不明空中目标，方位315，距离40公里，向我进飞。方位166，声呐听到水下不明噪音。
Enemy aircraft attacked in waves, hostile surface vessels attempted covert harassment, and submarines lurked below, waiting for opportunities. Confronted with these layered threats, the Hong responded with impressive speed and precision. Such complex scenarios test not only the commander's judgment, but also the coordination and teamwork of every department on board. Depending on the threat level and timing, the crew must maximize each weapon system's effectiveness to ensure accurate strikes. The ship's command post evaluates target distance and threat priority to determine the primary strike target and respond immediately. Radar systems are activated, and air defense weapons are placed on standby. Depth charges and torpedoes are prepared in advance, while missiles undergo power-up and system checks. Once a target is detected, the Hong first launches missile counterattacks against incoming aerial threats. Simultaneously, torpedoes are deployed against underwater targets, and missiles are fired to strike hostile surface vessels. Through tight coordination among all stations, the Hong has successfully handled multiple threats at once. The first maritime training of the new year differed from previous years by focusing on real combat needs, venturing into unfamiliar waters, constructing complex scenarios, and sharpening overall combat capability through high-intensity, high-difficulty drills to strengthen the foundation for joint operations. The Hong, a Type 05 for a missile frigate independently developed by China, is a standout representative of its class and was commissioned in December 2022. Over the past 3 years, the Hong has crossed continents and the equator, completing major missions such as Farsi escorts and combat readiness patrols, covering an impressive 100,000 nautical miles. Beyond this remarkable milestone, the Hong also carries a special honorary title that continually inspires excellence, the proud designation of Sea Tiger Ship. In the naval battle of September 1958, the first-generation Sea Tiger ship, boat 556, faced enemy vessels 6 times its size. With agility and precise maneuvering, it maintained the best firing positions and riddled the opposing ships like hornets' nests. In the 1965 naval battle east of Changwu, the People's Navy's boat 588 confronted Kuomintang warships several times larger. Working closely with its sister ships, it leveraged advantages in close quarters and night combat, sinking the escort gunboat Yanchang and severely damaging the large anti-submarine vessel Yantai. This victory, embodying the spirit of small boats defeating big ships, earned it the honorary title of Sea Tiger Ship from the Ministry of National Defense. The year 2026 marks the 60th anniversary of the Sea Tiger Ship designation. Over 6 decades, through 4 major upgrades and 5 generations of vessels, the legacy of the Sea Tiger Ship has been passed on to the Navy's Hong. From a 75-ton gunboat to a 4,000-ton modern missile frigate, the enduring Tiger spirit, bravery, resilience, and the will to win has remained unchanged. This is a naval port. Behind me is the Quanzhou, known as the 4th-generation Sea Tiger ship, which entered service in 2014. As China's first domestically produced light missile frigate, the Type 056 is known as the Maritime Light Cavalry. Compact yet fully capable, it plays a vital role in patrol and vigilance missions. With the rise of precision-guided weapons such as anti-ship and surface-to-air missiles, some once questioned whether naval guns would become obsolete. However, real-world combat has shown that while missiles excel at long-range strikes, they cannot replace the unique value of naval guns in close-range air defense, sure-fire support, warning shots, and cost-effective operations. Traditional large-caliber naval guns have gradually faded, but modern medium and large-caliber naval guns have made major leaps in capability through high firing rates, intelligent fire control systems, and guided ammunition. Today, a new generation of naval guns capable of air defense, anti-missile interception, and sea-to-shore strikes has become an indispensable all-purpose asset on the modern naval battlefield. From the first-generation Type 558 gunboats to the second-generation Type 62 frigates, the third-generation Type 037 missile frigates, the fourth-generation Type 056 corvettes, and now the Type 05 for a missile frigates represented by the Hong, The Tiger spirit has been carried forward for more than half a century. The Sea Tiger ship established a classic example of the Navy's tradition of close quarters and night combat, as well as the spirit of small boats taking on large ships, forging a maritime ethos defined by bravery, resilience, and the will to win. Over more than half a century, 5 generations of Sea Tiger ships have advanced from nearshore guerrilla operations to offshore and far-sea missions, marking a major leap in combat capability. As the Navy's first regional air defense missile frigate, the HOG possesses strong long-range detection and air defense capabilities. Its 30-cell vertical launch system can establish a regional air defense shield with medium-range missiles, while also supporting long-range anti-submarine operations. It can operate independently or as part of an aircraft carrier group or amphibious strike group, undertaking diverse missions including air defense, anti-ship warfare, anti-submarine operations, and land attack support. Its operational endurance has expanded dramatically from the 700 nautical mile range of early gunboats to more than 4,000 nautical miles today. The evolution of the 5 generations of Sea Tiger ships reflects the Navy's strategic transformation from coastal defense to a combination of coastal and far-sea defense, mirroring its growth over 70 years from small and limited to modern and capable. During the combat readiness patrol near Scarborough Shoal, the 10,000-ton destroyer Xianyang, Hull 108, was also present. The Xianyang, the 8th Type 055 destroyer in service, features powerful information gathering, area denial, and multi-domain strike capabilities. This was part of a comprehensive training assessment involving the Xianyang, the Bayonur, and other vessels. Sea strike drills, anti-submarine operations, air defense, and anti-missile scenarios, and various unexpected situations were introduced to test each station's real combat proficiency. Could the newly commissioned 10,000-ton Xianyang successfully pass the assessment? Once the formation reached the designated waters, the evaluations began immediately. Airborne threats, surface targets, and underwater dangers all emerged as challenges the Xianyang had to overcome. Under concentrated fire, the target was destroyed in the first volley. The Type 055 destroyer is considered the firepower leader among the Navy's destroyers, with its missile system serving as its primary strike capability. The Eagle Strike missiles launched with a roar, streaking across sea and sky. The Eagle Strike series of anti-ship missiles forms a key pillar of the Navy's long-range strike capability designed to hit from afar, penetrate defenses, and establish deterrence. At the 2025 military parade, several advanced models from the Eagle Strike family were showcased to the public. The YJ-21 hypersonic missile is a dual-cone, ship-launched anti-ship ballistic missile independently developed by China. A dual-cone structure consists of 2 cones joined end-to-end, resembling a stacked warhead, and is one of the core aerodynamic designs used in hypersonic vehicles. When an object travels at more than 5 times the speed of sound, the air in front of it compresses into a shock wave. By adjusting the angle between the 2 cone sections, the missile can generate lift from the pressure differences in the shock wave, allowing it to glide much like a skateboard riding on air. As an advanced missile carried by the Type 055 destroyer, the YJ-21 is considered a major shift in modern naval combat. Its vertical launch design gives it both long-range strike capability and strong penetration against defenses. During flight, it can maneuver and alter its trajectory. Because the 10,000-ton Type 055 destroyer carries more than 100 universal vertical launch cells, a single ship can launch large numbers of hypersonic missiles like the YJ-21, enabling high-intensity saturation strikes against high-value targets at sea. It can suppress an opposing carrier strike group from long range and accurately strike land or island targets. The YJ-21 gives the Type 055 the ability to confront major naval formations head-on and deliver concentrated anti-ship firepower. Its 112 universal vertical launch cells support multiple advanced missile types, enabling a layered, high-saturation strike system. The 10,000-ton destroyer patrolled the waters near Scarborough Shoal, demonstrating firm resolve to defend sovereignty with substantial capability. Deploying such a large destroyer to Scarborough Shoal is not overkill, but a requirement for integrated joint operations control. As a key node in the Maritime Joint Combat Network, it links seamlessly with airborne information systems, builds a multidimensional battle space, and enables real-time monitoring and coordinated strikes across hundreds of nautical miles, effectively safeguarding territorial sovereignty and maritime rights in the South China Sea. Bombers are the primary aircraft used for delivering air-to-surface strikes. They can fly deep beyond enemy lines, accurately attack military facilities and troop concentrations, and deliver powerful blows from the air. Because they can carry a wide range of weapons including bombs, guided bombs, surface-to-surface missiles, anti-ship missiles, cruise missiles, and depth charges, their firepower is highly formidable. Because of its ability to carry heavy weapons, strike from long distances, and withstand harsh combat environments, the bomber is often referred to as a fortress in the air. The H-6K is widely known as the airborne god of war for its long-range strike capability and powerful payload. In March 2015, the Chinese Air Force's H-6K bomber flew beyond the first island chain and entered the Western Pacific for the first time. Over the past 11 years, H-6K aircraft have flown through the Bashi Strait, Miyako Strait, and Tsushima Strait, establishing routine long-range training in the Western Pacific. Regular patrols of the East China Sea Air Defense Identification Zone, patrols around Taiwan, and combat readiness patrols in the South China Sea becoming a key force in safeguarding national sovereignty and territorial integrity. During one exercise, the Air Force deployed bombers, fighters, and other aircraft to the Western Pacific for far sea training. Unlike previous missions, the H-6K formation would fly more than 1,000 kilometers beyond the first island chain. An hour later, the two-plane formation reached the entrance of the Bashi Strait. At that moment, the command post reported that foreign aircraft were approaching ahead. The tension in the cockpit quickly settled into calm focus. The foreign aircraft closed in and displayed their missiles in action, resembling an attack posture. It was like facing someone holding a loaded weapon, ready to fire at any moment.
不要干扰我方行动，立刻离开，否则后果自负。
Our aircraft represents the nation, and the dignity of the nation must not be compromised. Despite repeated interference from the foreign aircraft, the crew maintained their course and altitude, reached the designated airspace on schedule, and completed all planned training tasks. That day marked the first time they had flown more than 1,000 kilometers beyond the first island chain, setting several records for the Air Force at the time.
大家都非常兴奋，仗剑天阳嘛。首先这把剑是铸成了，
远程精打，然后防区外打击，就是你打不着我，但是我的导弹可以打着你。这个轰炸机就认真了。
The H-6K's range and payload allow it to operate across a vast area. Whether conducting long-range strikes or wide-area patrols, it performs effectively. One of the aircraft's major upgrades is its weapon system, with multiple hardpoints added under the wings to carry advanced munitions. It can be equipped with hypersonic air-launched weapons and long-range cruise missiles capable of striking deep targets thousands of kilometers away. It can also carry air-to-ground missiles that deliver powerful strikes on targets hundreds of kilometers away. In addition to land attack missions, it can carry advanced anti-ship missiles to engage moving naval targets. This makes it a highly capable long-range, precision, cross-domain strike platform, earning its reputation not only as a god of war in the air, but also as a formidable dragon over the sea. Upgrades to its avionics and fire control systems have further enhanced the H-6K's overall combat effectiveness. It features an advanced digital cockpit and an integrated data link system, enabling pilots to access information and operate the aircraft with greater accuracy and efficiency. Its high-power airborne radar gives the H-6K the ability to launch standoff cruise missile strikes from outside an enemy's defensive zone, allowing it to hit distant targets with precision. As the Air Force's long-range combat capabilities continue to grow, its reach extends wherever national interests require protection. The Warhawk bomber never flies alone. J-16 fighters patrol over Scarborough Shoal, armed with the Thunderbolt series of air-to-air missiles to provide constant protection for the bomber formation. The J-16 is a twin-engine, two-seat, heavy multi-role fighter independently developed by China. It uses a blended wing body design that enhances lift and maneuverability. Its twin vertical tails follow a conventional layout. The tips of the vertical tails are cut and angled for improved aerodynamic performance. The J-16 has long range and a high payload capacity, allowing it to carry air-to-air missiles, air-to-surface missiles, anti-ship missiles, precision-guided bombs, rocket pods, electronic warfare pods, and other mission equipment. It can achieve air superiority and also conduct strikes against ground and maritime targets, earning it the nickname Bomb Truck. Behind me, a J-16 pilot is taxiing rapidly and preparing for takeoff to begin a live combat training mission. Among the aircraft I've flown, the J-16 has particularly strong flight characteristics. Our advantage lies in having double strength to crew members, for eyes, and the ability to achieve a 1-1 greater than 2 effect in the air. At the start of the new year, following the tower's command, several J-16s took off in succession, launching a combat-oriented training exercise that integrated target reconnaissance, coordinated penetration, and joint strike operations.
收到，收到。
This first mission of the year emphasized coordinated confrontation, giving us a deeper understanding of the power of joint operations. We will continue strengthening cross-service joint training, conducting regular multi-element, multi-scenario confrontation drills, refining coordination procedures, innovating tactics, and enhancing overall joint combat capability. This training breaks away from the traditional single aircraft type model. The J-16 formation established a data link with nearby J-10 fighters using an integrated command platform to share real-time battlefield information. In this image, the J-16D, the Attack 11 stealth UAV, and the J-20 stealth fighter are shown flying in formation together for the first time in a public display. This is not just a striking visual display, it represents the emergence of a new, integrated combat system. Unlike the earlier Three Musketeers of the Air, formed by the J-10, J-16, and J-20, today's trio has taken on a new configuration. A core principle of military training is that future combat methods must shape present-day training. The J-16's collaborative training with multiple aircraft types reflects the Air Force's shift toward networked, multi-platform tactics designed for real combat needs. With advanced data links and command platforms, various air combat groupings and precision strike chains can be formed. Representative networked formations include. Beyond that, the J-16 can also integrate with airborne early warning aircraft and bombers through advanced data links, forming a complex long-range kill chain that spans air-to-air, air-to-ground, and air-to-sea domains. It can further coordinate with a WACS aircraft, ground-based air defense units, and naval vessels to build a multi-domain kill chain capable of executing more sophisticated and efficient group combat missions. Wherever its wake cuts through the sea, the warship displays the Navy's deep blue strength. Wherever its wings spread, the War Eagle climbs into the clouds to guard the nation's skies and seas.